course, this activity is the one we've all been waiting for, and it's how to make the flowers. One of the great things about these little pre-cuts is that you can make all sorts of flowers with them based on the centre. So we can have just standard little flower centres like we have here, very pretty standard 12 mils, or we can go for some snazzy things like this little happy smiley face. We can put in round whirligigs. I always forget how to pronounce millefeuille. Maybe I got close. And they have cute little patterns everywhere as well. So you can make them quite funky if you want to. So a black one of these with a white centre would make a lovely black-eyed Susan. Mirrors, anything that you want, it's up to you. But we're going to look at, for our little stepping stone, which is the next one, which is going to be red flowers with yellow centres. And how do we make that really easy for wobbly old hands like mine? The other advantage of doing it this way is that you can play with your design and move things around and decide how you want it to look. So the sorts of shapes we need to create, or you can create a half flower, of course, with 3 petals. And it depends how things are fitting together. You might want a gap in here because it's going to sit closely to another flower. You just pop them in where you think they might need to fit. This one's got 5 petals. So that's sort of close. And because they're random shapes, you treat it like a jigsaw puzzle. You wriggle it around until you get the best fit. So this one's the best fit, and because of the trick I'm going to show you about backgrounds, we will leave this blank. And then this one here, you can have a larger centre. This one's actually got, but you can see they're the skinny shapes, not the broad shapes of those ones. And then that can just pop in there with 6 petals. Little ones here tacked together so you can really see how that takes shape. And before you know it, you've got the surrounds for a garden pot, for instance. I think these are fabulous. So I have 5 random shaped petals here. And I have 5 smaller ones. So with the larger ones, I want these 12 mil gems. And you can see on these random shapes, they have little dents. So stick the dent towards the centre. And they just sort of suddenly fit together. So I just have to randomly place them first, and then I align them. Because, as you can see, my hands tend to push things in directions I don't really want them to go. So the trick with these, so you can see it's not a structured, formal, geometric flower. And that's what I like. So you want everything as close as possible, but not touching. So it's around. And then enough room for you to pick out any excess. So I generally use this to help me place them. Then I get all my spacing right at the same time. So now I've decided, yes, that's how I want that little flower. And then we get a bit of sticky tape. We call this sticky tape. I think in the US you call it face tape, packing tape, whatever it is, contact, whatever you've got handy that does this. I always look out for really cheap, this stuff on sale, and I get it really cheaply. So I stick it first before I pop it on there so the petals don't wiggle, and then just put my hand straight on top of it, and I got it. Then of course a nice sharp pair of scissors, cleaned, because you'll get a build up of glue. And then what I do is cut off the excess. Easiest to do it upside down. For some reason it just works better. Now if you're going to have things in tight quarters, or you've got to do everything today, you might want to cut out these little bits of sticky here, because they might get in the way of you laying stuff out. I generally do the main design first, then fill in the back the next day. Just plonked a whole bunch of the tiles I would need for this one on the top here, and saw, oh wow, this actually makes a great background as well as my flowers. So let me just remove all of those so you can see what I've done. There's a running gag in Australia. Here's something I prepared earlier. So So we have a lovely big 5-petal flower here. We have a little one, a big one, and I've just placed them randomly and left these spaces. So where I can stick my finger, I'm sticking little green dots. So when this is grouted, it's going to look really pretty and bring some blue, green, yellow, purple. The only colour missing out of the primary and secondaries is orange, but that's okay. And when I said you could just place them on to see where they're going to fit, you can see, oh, okay, that fits nicely there. No, yes, what about the little one? So this is where we do our jigsaw puzzles. So that's going to be lovely there, and we might want to put a couple of little green bits there, or the other way around, fill some more in here. I'm inclined to put some green between the red and the purple. So that's where I might stick that one. I could put this one here. Let's say I wanted to introduce that missing orange piece. I'm going to pop one over here so you can see how you just design it as you go without too much drama, and how they fit. Dead easy. It's almost finished. This is like 20% of what we're doing is making this bit. All the rest is preparation, borders, grouting, all of that stuff. This is the small bit. So now I'm going to show you how to glue these on, and then I'll go away and finish it. Then we'll do grouting. So the random tip when gluing these flowers with the 12mm centres, because that is thicker than this bit, I'd always take them out and glue them on the next day. Before everything's cured and before I need to grout, but I just wait about 12 hours and I can remove the sticky tape and then glue that centre back in. You get a much better fit, and you don't have to worry about these not touching the surface. So like everything, you just do your little special emoji, special emoji all the way around. Pop it where you think you want it to go, and then smush it into place. I was going to put the little one there, not to worry. We shall move this. We shall move this. You see, everyone does it. Let's put the little guy on first. Let's get it right this time. Brilliant. So that fits beautifully. And we'll pretend I didn't do that other thing. We'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's when we peel this all off and glue these on. Let's glue this one back on, and then I'll go away and do the whole lot. And I'll show you.